Bonjour, I'm Matthew,
And I'm Joanna.
and we have just taken a team to France to visit our mission partners, Jack and Sarah Winterburn, who are leading a church in Saint-Brieuc in Brittany.
A personal highlight for me was seeing Jack and Sarah in their new church, connecting with people in the area. It was great to be involved in the life and mission of the church. Now, let's head on to the team to hear some stories of what God's been up to this week.
I really loved going to the campsite, which was run by a Christian family, and it was so obvious that the way that they worked out their faith was by doing nature conservation and by protecting the animals. And they were really passionate when they talked about God and about nature and how it was such a clear link for them. And there were really cool missional opportunities and evangelism that they got to do as part of that as well on the campsite.
Yeah, 5 of us went to a prison, and I was very encouraged at the prisoners' enthusiasm to meet us and get stuck in with the worship. God really used our testimonies to speak into the lives of the inmates, and it was clear that the Holy Spirit was at work in quite a dark place.
We got to meet a community of charismatic Catholics who we worshipped and prophesied with, and they had an image of balloons being let go, each saying Jesus love you on it. And later on in the week during outreach, we saw a picture of a girl letting go of balloons, which was super encouraging.
I got to help lead a youth evening. I shared my testimony and answered some really tricky questions the teens had. One of them came up to me at the end and told me that hearing me share my story really encouraged him to share his, which meant a lot to me.
It was so great to see how many people were able and willing to receive the good news of a loving God. And we were also able to share a lot of testimonies with the people on the street. Especially encouraging was that I felt drawn to a young lady. And when I went up to her, she could speak English. And then she asked me in the end of the convo if I could pray for her grandfather's cancer. So I had the opportunity to lay on hands and to pray that God would heal him.
On Saturday, I met a couple who were celebrating their birthday. It just so happened that it was also my birthday, and so I was able to enter a conversation with them, get to know them a little bit more. And through this, I was able to talk about Jesus, share the gospel with them, and then offer prayer. They were a couple that were going through a lot of suffering, and so they really wanted prayer and wanted me to pray, even though they'd never heard of Jesus before.
I was really encouraged. On Easter Saturday, we went out for one final time to do worship on the streets and street outreach, and we had loads of members of the church come and join us. And for some of those guys, that was a really significant step in just being there at all, doing that. And so it really felt like it shifted the atmosphere spiritually and also just within the culture of the church. So yeah, it was really encouraging to be part of that and to see what God was doing there on Saturday.
If you like what you've heard in this video and liked hearing about what Jack and Sarah are doing and would like to support them more, please do come and find us. And would love to tell you more. But also, if you would like to get involved in mission of the church more and outreach in the church, please do come and talk to us.
Jésus est Seigneur!